Newbee's turn
Yeah,
to
man,
ban.
we do not get out enough.
So it's important that you take your vitamin D with fat because it's fat soluble. The good ones are wrapped in coconut oil. You don't want the capsules. You don't want to buy cheap vitamin D, Sunsfan. You want the high quality. You want the good shit.
Newbee's
Whoa.
turn to
Yeah,
ban.
Whoa.
me too.
Well, eat it with a stick of butter. All right, it's fat soluble. So, a week? No, dude, you got to take like 4,000 to 6,000 milligrams. Yeah, but wow. Okay. I would.
All right.
Newbee's turn to pick.
Okay.
All right, we are getting into it now.
Okay. All right. Let's go. What do we got here?
This is what we were talking about. Warlock too, not being Trent was mentioning.
This is
as
what
well.
Trent was talking about. No one else cared.
Okay.
But...
Well,
10
I kind of care.
remaining.
That's why I'm bringing it up now.
All right. I like it though. Warlock Troll. It's good. It's a
5
classic.
seconds.
Probably not great.
Fnatic's turn
I think
to
it's
ban.
not great.
I think it's pretty 50-ish, right? Isn't it?
Well, I don't know. I have no idea. It's your fault.
Okay.
10 seconds remaining.
All right. I'm gonna look it up real quick.
5 seconds remaining.
No, you're not. You're not looking at it. Don't lie to me.
No, I can confirm it's
Reserve
48.7.
time.
Okay.
Yeah, he's terrible, dude.
Fnatic's
He's
turn
dog
to
shit.
ban.
I don't know why they picked it.
It's over. It's over. All right.
Okay.
There. Oh, by the way,
Bloodseeker's out.
they didn't pick Bloodseeker first too. Suns fan.
10 seconds
That's the
remaining.
answer to. Yeah, I get. It's over. GG.
Newbee's turn to ban.
Man. Okay.
And now the Tide banned out by Fnatic. So, no, it's good. They're taking out the team fighters. It's smart to ban the Shadow Fiend with the clockwork. I'm not sold on this safe lane Shadow Fiend nonsense that they did last game.
10
but
seconds
still,
remaining.
I guess it's a good ban here.
Man.
Newbee would probably play it mid
5
if they
seconds
were to play
remaining.
Are we gonna see the Knicks from Fnatic? Because Newbee already have theoretically
Reserve
both of their
time.
supports. How they could do clockwork for KP, but I don't know how much he plays that hero. To be
I think
honest.
Newbee should pick Invoker, so maybe they should ban Nyx here so they don't have to worry about being countered. That's what I would do.
Well, I mean, there's a good chance they are thinking about banning the Knicks out. They have plenty of reserve time though. So, by the way, this will probably be an Ajit troll. It just depends on where they want to play it. We've seen it in multiple lanes from Ajit. There it is. Yeah, they are thinking about banning the Knicks. And guess what?
Fnatic's turn
They
to
did.
pick.
Ajit.
I
I
don't
pronounce it Ajit. It could be Ajit.
I say
Ajit.
Ajit because I don't know. Do we have sound on this? Is this muted or
No, it's
did
go.
they-
I hear it. It's just really
what
quiet.
happened to the Asian lady? She had a nice
10
way of saying
seconds
the hero's
remaining.
name.
I don't know.
I don't know.
I don't know. I can't give you the answer to that
Okay,
question.
Mott, if you don't know, you don't know, buddy.
I'm not
That's-
tapped into the Asian, the Chinese
No,
broadcasts.
I'm with you, man. I
Reserve
don't know
time.
either. So Nyx Assassin, look at this. They're setting up for the Invoker pick for Newbee. Mott, I called it. Just, are you ready? Tusk, I did not call this.
Newbee's
I'm sorry, I
turn
spoiled
to
it.
pick.
Guys, I'm sorry.
You're all over the place here. What's wrong?
No,
buddy?
well, but Tusk, dude, come on. I got really excited because Tusk is a great hero against Invoker. Fnatic knows, and they realize that they've got. Okay, they wanted Bat Rider. I was wrong. They wanted.
Fnatic's
Maybe
turn
they'll
to
get
pick.
both, but. Yep, it's a good bat.
Ten seconds remaining.
Fair enough.
5 seconds remaining.
It's
Reserve
huge.
time.
It is the highest in the game. It's so good, and it's we don't see this. I haven't seen it too often, except for complexity. Z-Freak loves to play this. I think that's the mark of a good 4-position hero. I think if Z-Freak can play it well, I think it's a good hero.
Okay, that's a fair assessment. I mean, Tusk, he is literally a snowball hero though because of that XP talent. He can get out of control. He starts off as just this annoying dude that can kind of save people, slows them down, blocks them in, and then all of a sudden that damage becomes nutso. Like Crystal Maiden just gets more than 50% of her HP knocked out when he initiates if he has a Shadow Blade or something. And so if hey man, it happens. He with something like a Troll Warlord, you have a good laning
Legion
phase.
Commander.
Midas.
Dude, come on.
God,
Newbee's
you're
turn to pick.
the spoils.
You rat bastard.
Huh? What were we gonna say?
What? Stupid.
I mean, I'm sure there's reasons to pick it up.
Like what?
I don't know.
You already won.
I think
70 minutes into the game.
I think you could be pretty good with positioning.
They
it's
didn't
a good
change it,
luxury
right?
item.
It's still Walrus Kick.
Yeah, it's still Walrus Kick.
Remaining.
It's still a good. It's a luxury item.
Reserve time.
Well.
Mm-hmm.
That's a good point. But I feel like there's just better items for him to get for a test to grab. Yes, that's exactly. That's my thought process by it. Unless she buys an eggs.
All right, that is kind of true though. That is interesting. But
that's how the spell works.
Gotta love Aghanim's Scepter, right, Suns fan?
10 seconds remaining.
We got it, guys. We figured it out.
This is good, though. Luna can work very nicely, again, with Crystal Maiden. She can spam out the beam. It's good to have some follow-up damage with the Bat Rider, right? With the Clockwork. Heroes that can initiate, catch them. You want to be able to burst them down. Luna can do that with her ultimate, with everything else. So I think it can work here. A little scared, though. I think we've seen most Luna picks really not work out in this tournament so far. We have seen her a couple times, and there always comes this point in the game, like maybe 10 to 25 minutes, where she just feels very squishy. You know, when Helm the Dominator was overpowered, she was very tanky, had this nice easy build-up, and now I don't know what the go-to build-up for her
Mask
is.
of Madness.
You know, well, it is, but I don't know how good it is. You know, like Dragon
really
Lance,
good for farming. I can tell you that much. Okay. It's insane for farming. Yeah, no. I agree that she is a bit squishy and kind of lackluster in the mid game, but I think with the build up that you get with Mask of Madness now, it depends. I've only seen Mask of Madness picked up actually when Luna's been behind, pretty vastly. So will we see the same build is the question, and I think we probably will. I think we'll see it coming out of Mugi, and then that's going to be the SCCC Quap, probably one of his best heroes, or his best hero for that matter. So
very
really
nice
excited.
and high tempo. Again, follows with in suit with that burst damage, something to follow up with the initiators. Great AoE damage, something that comes online very quickly. But you know, Fnatic have some tools here. Warlock and Legion Commander Tusk, all ways to initiate. Start off on the Queen of Pain, lock her down before she can blink out. I feel like LC is not a bad hero against Queen of Pain. You know, if you catch her with a duel, that's a long lockdown most heroes can't provide.
Yeah, I think. Yeah. Yeah, I was thinking the same thing. It's probably a Lincoln's game for the Quap, for sure. But yeah, like, it's not that big of a deal. I mean, you could still do really well. We'll see if he goes for Veil first again. I'm curious. I imagine he will. Just to blow up some of these heroes like Warlock will die pretty much instantly. Fucking super squishy. For Fnatic?
Phantom Lancer.
Oh, he's back.
Doppelganger.
I don't know.
Doppelganger. Well, this was their secret weapon yesterday, right? It was against an Invoker matchup where PL dominated in classic fashion. Can he do it against Queen of Pain? That's really the question here. And I'm not sure. I'm excited to see Phantom Lancer QO. Oh. Well, you are a literal god.
10 seconds remaining. 5 seconds remaining.
Well, that's troll. Yeah. So are you predicting Fnatic? I could be into it. All right, I'm going to piggyback on that. I wholeheartedly agree with you. I think this Fnatic draft has a lot to offer. I think they're going to make Tusk look good. Some good team fight, big follow-up damage. I think they've just got the better late game. I'm very excited to see how this mid lane goes with QOPL, see if he lives up to the reputation he set for himself. Once again, we're going to have Annie and Purge take it away for our final game in our first series today. This is the decider. Winner moves on to the grand finals. Loser going home 4th place.
All right, thank you very much, Sayori. Like you mentioned, all down to this, a best of 3, now down to this one game. There's going to be a smoke right up. So Purge, PL, opinions, man.
I think it's a really good PL pick. Doppelganger is a super good ability in terms of debuffing and dodging. Even if he gets hit by the dagger from Queen Pain, he can still Doppelganger to remove it. So basically offsetting all the damage. You can also, actually I don't know if you can Doppelganger through Frostbite anymore. Be able to, but I think it's going to make it very difficult to be able to get killed in the early game, and that could give them a really big advantage.
Down
you know,
bottom,
Kyo
Taka.
dies like 3 times every time.
It's a little clockwork. Could be in some trouble. Mugi's going to be coming forward to try to zone him. They won't find the kill there, but yeah, back to the matchup here. I mean, we saw QO's PL be phenomenally successful against an Invoker. How's the raw matchup just in a vacuum against the Quap?
It's actually quite good, just because you can get a point in Phantom Rush. You can charge at the Quap and start hitting her. Her armor is very weak early, and because you can doppelgang the dagger, I think maybe there's some more pain, but spam Spirit Lances, very inexpensive, relatively inexpensively. On the Quap and get a good amount of last hits. His base damage is also insane right now, 16-9 plus 2 with the items he has, so he can probably deny a lot of the creeps as well.
Yeah, SCCC, one of those best heroes, the Queen of Pain, but QO no stranger to that PL, so we're going to see the best of the best here. Again, both of these teams' tournament lives hang in the balance. Other matchups here down in the safe lane, just going to be Faith on that Crystal Maiden once again, and Luna. I mean, how do you feel about the Luna here? It's a fun pick with that CM, like they mentioned, the mana pool going to be filling her up so she can just keep spamming out the Lucent Beams. Is it enough?
It's a little rough. I mean, their dual lane will be better because CM has weak base damage, Lunar Blessing will help, but the issue mostly is that PL Illusions tank a lot of Eclipse shots, and even eating a Moonglaves will be pretty good, I think, for QO. Oh, we'll see how it works out. It can definitely help a lot against like Troll and stuff like that, but I think the PL was such a good pick this game.
Yeah, it's definitely Fnatic's go-to comeback strat. Now the second time they've won the first game, dropped the second game, and then come back and pick the PL in the third, so see if Fnatic can take it home here. Now, Queen of Pain already having some difficulty in this matchup. The Tusk with those Ice Shards making it difficult for her, and again, she did go for the first point into the Shadow Strike, so Blink gonna be available now. And,
I think Febby's sitting back waiting for the blink.
Yep.
If she blinks away, then he can Ice Shards and probably gap close, so we within range. Gets 2, it's a guaranteed kill. She blinks away. Just looking for good opportunities, though.
Yep, he's, I mean, Kyo is just feeling super comfortable here, and that comes up from SCCC. Now, Courier walks his way through, but Febby's going to keep his eyes on the prize. They're picking this up. They want to go for the Ice Shards. Blink, though. Going to be a little aggressive there. One slap onto Febby.
That's a self deny. It's like that was a self deny.
Yeah.
So Courier just came, obviously brought her something. I think it was a self, and it got interrupted, so her HP advantage is further minimized. He's almost got his bottle finished. Once he gets that, I think he's going to good spot. Quap is normally more mobile and able to get runes, though. So usually Quap can ensure that she gets all the bottles, whereas Phantom Lancer won't be able to. And that's kind of true as well, because he hasn't he doesn't have any AoE on his hero on PL. Quap should have an advantage there, too. At least the laning stage is going well, 12 and 7. That's a bit of an advantage over 4 and 3 Queen of Pain.
Yeah, Queen of Pain having a rough time here. I mean, she's going to be going in, spraying out the dagger, but like you mentioned, just the Doppelganger being used, and well, suddenly not an issue anymore. QO, though, low mana, low health, does have that healing salve, but the mana going to be an issue. I mean, no more spamming Spirit Lances onto SCCC, and she'll get a little bit of time to catch up in terms of farm.
Meantime, Ohio's trying to get some levels. Level 2 for him right now. See him just kind of jungling in the large camp and getting a bit of advantage. So, boots up for her. Basically, Legion, no boots, same speed as Crystal Maiden now with boots.
Yeah.
Bad disadvantage to be in.
Just such a snail. Trying so hard, but maybe we'll see her movement speed further nerfed. Up in this top lane, it's going to be our solo Batrider here, but Ajit getting a lot out of the lane, picked himself up 8 last hits, and now Batrider forced back the aggressive Shadow Word, doing him some damage, and he doesn't have any more regen.
The Bat's been doing really well, actually. He's matching Troll Warlord. Just because the level 1 Troll is fairly bad at laning and certainly is vulnerable to Batrider chasing him down. Been able to just kind of zone him a lot.
Ooh. Down the bottom lane. Yeah, Febby just made that rotation down and all of a sudden dropped the ice shards, blew up the Crystal Maiden. I mean, she is really fragile, especially at the early levels. And NewBee left to his own devices here.
She's so screwed when you snowball in like that.
Ooh,
An
geez.
SCC kill, that is huge. Huge kill. The spamming.
Far back. Quap jumped way behind the tower, but PL just keeping right up with her. Now down here in the jungle, there is going to be a Cog's catch. They do lock down the Tusk, and looks like Febby will go down here. He pays for his earlier kill, but still able to soak in the XP, and the Tusk is already almost level 3.
Radiant's middle tower
It's pretty good for him.
is under attack.
Still a good turn of events for Fnatic there, especially the mid kill is a big one. I think Kyo's first time that he got a kill before dying in his lane, so gotta be happy.
Yeah, definitely feeling good about this. I mean, his strength in the PL shows here. Even solo, even without any help, he's able to go and find that. And we may see Tusk rotate back in, we may not. Down on the bottom, it's just going to be Ohio sitting back and looking for a raindrop. Should help some of the magical nuke.
Mugi's still last hitting pretty well. The top last hitter in the game, following close by is Batrider's got to be careful now, maybe. But his last hits are also pretty. Kind of difficult for Ajit to impact this lane. BJ, I'm a little worried having him on Warlock. Such a good playmaker. Warlock's not really that kind of hero. Very passive, caster spells.
He'll get to make a play once every 170 seconds.
I mean, there's other skills. You got up people too.
Yeah. Duo,
Maybe
double
he'll end up-
damage. Ooh, this is not looking good for the Queen of Pain. She blinks back. There is a snowball to follow up, though. Kaka, she rolls right on through. SCCC in some trouble. Mana burned down, but she does end up getting killed. QO trapped under tower here. He's fresh out of mana. He's going to go down fighting, but does lose his life. So mid laner for mid laner. In the end, PL still feeling good about that. He soaked in the XP.
Clockwork in a really place to that too. Up self, gonna full heal. Gonna look for Febby, but Febby with this ward here, there's no way he caught.
Up in the top lane, Batrider just flying through. Like you mentioned, KP's farm is pretty nice here for the off lane. Bat 16 and 3. Is he giving enough pressure to the Troll Warlord though? It seems like Troll's having a pretty nice time. Ooh,
It's a dead
DJ.
Warlock.
Oh god.
Warlock,
So
what do you
much
do?
napalm. Shadow
Got a
Word.
little outplayed there by
Pray for
KP. KP just fishing for the kill long enough, and Warlock feeling like bad left forced. He probably expected for him to go for the bounty rune, so that's why he sort of by him either way. Troll wise, like at some point you can't really pressure him as well, because Troll could maybe just kill you, for example.
Sasha going in deep here. They're gonna bring KP forward. Flame break to keep him stuck in the cogs. And the rolling axe is coming in. Ajit will be able to make it back to safety, and now potentially Kaka in trouble. Frostbite comes in from Faith. It's just gonna be a stalemate here. 5 stacks of napalm on that troll, but they just can't get close enough for the back.
They actually almost were able to kill one of those heroes, but I think one of the battery assaults caught DJ and interrupt people chant. Does get the D ward over by the bounty runes, so another observe ward placed in the lane this time. That's less likely to be grabbed, so a lot of pressure coming towards the Troll Warlord right now. It seems like they don't expect they're going to be able to deal with Phantom Lancer very well, so maybe they go for the Troll instead, since his disable is weak early and he's definitely punishable.
Right now, just trying to keep him unlocked the best they can, and I mean, QO, he's been doing pretty good. SCCC still struggling a little bit in terms of last hits, but has made up a lot of ground since the first couple of waves.
He has, yeah, and he's just going to go do some... Not nearly as good as Alina is. Mana pool's not as good, the nuke is not bad to do. He's actually delaying his boots of speed. Yeah, picked up a build for the...
Yeah, just prioritizing the magic stick healing, I guess. And make sure he's not going to get spells spammed on him. How is
Maybe
Pop going to itemize this game differently than usual against a PL?
PL, he's going to Veil. That's clear the illusion faster. He might need some kind of armor item, perhaps. Still on the ball lane. You've been as effective with catching every kill as I have this game, because I have not caught a lot.
I'm like 5 out of 7. I'm not doing so great.
That's better than me. I've caught like 3 or something.
Yeah, they're sneaky. Febby just goes and bursts you down before there's any sort of hint of initiation. Probably catching Newbee as off guard as we're cutting, so. Rotation in. Face. Yeah. Oh my god. He's like a free
Not even
shot.
using his DD. Oh my god.
Doesn't need it, man. Too easy now. Febby maybe trying to force the blink here. Maybe trying to even bait the Queen of Pain in, but she'll be able to go and live here.
Toward the low range.
Yep.
Go BOTs first. Okay. I actually like this build a lot. Generally PLs a lot of issues. I'll jump gonna die probably.
Yep, got those couple stacks in Napalm. They bring him back into the fire. DJ trying to slow everyone down. But now SCCC comes in, and that will be a kill for him. That Queen of Pain rotating and is going to be super successful, so can't win mid against this wad of Phantom Lancers, but takes out the Troll. That's super impactful. And that pressure onto this tier 1 tower. It's up to Febby and DJ to defend it.
Warlock just really showing his effectiveness against Batrider to like heal, but it doesn't matter because Batrider does like, you know, infinite is not the right word, but a crap load of damage. It doesn't really ever stop, and the heal's never gonna disables to keep people covered from the Firefly chase to get some space between the hero. That way his Firefly is wasted. Upheaval and an axe throw from the Troll Warlord. It's actually such a good matchup for KP, and he's punishing it in all the right ways and
9 minutes into the game, taking a look at our net worth. No surprise, Phantom Lancer on the top of the chart as he has just been pretty much uncontested in this mid. He had that one death from diving a little bit too deep, but easily recoverable. After he goes in for the Boots of Travel, I believe last time we saw his PL, he went straight for the Diffusal Blade. Is that as good of a pick here?
So the problem with the PL is that your hero is really slow, so it's hard to get from camp to farm effectively. And your hero also kind of needs Diffusal Blade to do damage. For Diffusal, you basically just have Spirit Lance, which is okay, but not amazing. So by buying BOTs, he solves his movement speed problem. He can farm still pretty fast. And when his team fights, he can basically teleport in and be effective using Spirit Lance. So I think it's okay. It's not super expensive. Definitely makes his HP a little bit weak. But considering he has Bond, an Aquila, and a Bottle, I think he's going to fights to impact them rather than buying a Diffusal. Mana burn is so.
Down in this bottom lane, Luna's been farming up pretty nicely. Going to be second on that net worth chart. Newbee currently unchecked, 0-2 in terms of no deaths, plenty of assists. Luna going to take a little bit more time before she's active. She's got her level 8, but not finding an opportunity for that Eclipse. And like you mentioned, not really wanting to commit the Eclipse onto QO as it's just going to be bouncing around to illusions. Now QO potentially in some trouble here as Kaka goes and burn him down. Short range hook shot. If the commander goes forward, looks like they will be able to score a kill onto the Clockwork. Phantom Lancer's still alive, and there will be the Golems dumped out. There's DJ having his impact and faith just on the run here. Ohio so low, but staying with it. One more Spirit Lance gets the kill. 3 heroes dead. Now solo ult comes in from SCCC, but DJ just gonna sit there and keep channeling the upheaval. DJ's still alive, and it's gonna be 4 dead on Newbee. Triple kill for QO at 11 minutes in. That's a rotation.
Pick was so disgusting. Like you can doppelgang from Frostbite. He got Frostbite, instantly breaks it with doppelganger. Like CM is so useless this game is what it feels like. There's so many dangerous heroes, and even the duel felt kind of dangerous, but a little bit of upheaval and a little bit of heal, and DJ gets the disable off, and Quap commits to a kill that wasn't gonna. BOTs is finished. It's not even 12 minutes yet in half this, and he's just gonna start farming his diffuse. That's picked up. Every single hero in the game kind of dies.
Pretty nasty now. 2 denies come in. Top lane denied, bottom lane denied. Kaka getting a little bit of credit there for the Golems, but looks like that Clockwork is not long for this world. Ohio going and snapping up a quick cool victory. That's 2 for him. 20 extra damage now on that Legion Commander, who had a really nice lane here. Didn't feel a whole lot of pressure from the Luna. The net worth going to be bumping up a little bit. Still a ways to go before she's a true core, but I mean, QO can definitely pick up this lag for his team right now.
Still has some HP problems, so if he does get initiated on
Luna.
pretty bad, but
He's in trouble here. Newbee needs to stay alive. Casts out the Lucent Beam. One more Spirit Lance. QO is just omnipresent on the map. And gets a big kill on that core. Mega kill streak now for the PL. 7-1. Ooh. Newbee's got
looks like they're going to be able to maybe kill Tusk. He's going to snowball, dodge a lot of the damage, but
he's going back in. Heavy. Maybe a playmaker here. SCCC does find that kill. QO burning a little bit low. Jit now out of mana. Does SCCC die for this? He was bottling up, and he's ready to take this fight. Initiate off the Batrider into the pit, but now Faith is going to be going and channeling up an ult. See that doppelganger, but Roche is angry. Roche is going and smacking him down, and that will be Faith, this lowly, squishy Crystal Maiden, grabbing up 600 gold for the kill.
TM's Revenge Man sitting on the outside. He's out of disables, he's out of jump. At that point, very easy kill. So I guess that's one really good advantage that CM has going for her with this game. She just maxes Nova and Freezing Field, and by doing that, it'll help control the illusions that are up. Let his allies know what he'll finally met his match. Fighting way too many heroes. So nice little engagement there for Newbee, and despite some of their KDAs not being the best games, really equal right now.
Yeah, that was almost a 1,500 net worth swing, and it's touching that even line right now. In fact, a little bit of net worth in favor of Newbee, so really taking out QO is key, but even if QO gets a little bit crippled, Troll Warlord's starting to come online with that full blast. Ohio, thinks about that blink, still about 1,000 gold off. So Fnatic have to watch this initiation. They bring in QO and go forward. Ohio just going to be taking out this tower, fortify spent, but you see SCCC going so slow. This upheaval Warlock is having some fun, and now Golem's dropped out. 2 more heroes caught in it. Kaka going down, punched up in the air, doesn't even live to see the ground. Whew.
Everything I said about DJ making plays was a lie. All he did was max upheaval, and he casted
no
it.
Fatal Bonds.
And then people were like, wait, I can't move. What do I do? And then they all died. And nobody ever really does this. It's pretty rare. People grab some upheavals early, but nobody ever maxes it all the way. And this is actually very valuable to do in some cases. Now they get 2 easy kills. They drop the rock, and they might get 2 towers instantly. Oh, he's going to do it again. Stop cooldown.
Yep, that's the Molasses Warlock for you. The Golem still up. Now Kaka going to be coming forward. That's a bold TP. Hook shot in. They finally cancel DJ's upheaval, and DJ will go down. Sonic Wave doing so much work. Ohio gets low, and now another ult from Faith knocks down the Troll Warlord. They've got the lock onto the PL. They get him as well. This is the turnaround they need. It's Febby versus the world, and he's going to be going looking for that neutral deny, but doesn't find it. Wow, what a turnaround from Newbee.
Really good fight swing there. Luna approaching from the right side with Eclipse made a huge difference there. Helped out in the damage fight. They just all ran out of mana. Upheaval was cancelled. They burned all of their cooldowns and things. And they lose. Big team fight right before they get the tier 2. So way too excited with how well that previous push went there.
Looking for more here, Kaka. No quick shot for him, but they see this TP in.
Shrine.
Oh yeah, Troll Warlord is angry. He's going to be fighting back. Kaka making some space, preventing reinitiation, but the snowball forward. They want to find this. Ohio, still no blink on him. He's got a long walk forward. Febby burning very, very low. Flame broken back into the fight. Takes a negative earn. It looks like that's going to be too much for him, but the duel comes out onto the Batrider. Another victory for Ohio. The Fnatic, they're not going down clean. They're going to be fighting for the K they dropped, and Ajit goes right back into the Roche pit, carrying those 2 kills. There's enough space for them to take them.
It's actually quite easy for them to take Roche with their 3 heroes and the Vlads. All good right clickers, bonus damage. DJ sits on the outside. Doesn't have any spells he can cast right now, but man, if they just don't get here for another 40 seconds, they'll be right. Our staff for him is... I'm curious about the Luna build. It's very weird. This Master Man is... I don't know why. Oh, big snipe. Oh, they get it too, and they kill Roche.
Oh my gosh, that is absolutely huge now for Newbee. They just got to take this fight. They can't get dropped here. They find the Troll Warlord, they isolate him, and they will pick him off. Troll dead for 30 seconds. They get DJ as well. Now it's just going to be QO on the run. Can they break this TP? They do. That's a dead Phantom Lancer. All of a sudden, they're getting back in this. Newbee sitting on a fairly sizable net worth lead. Like you mentioned, to start that fight out, they got the Roche kill, and they got the Aegis. Oh, man.
It just took way too long to kill Roche. If they had a medallion there or something like that, that would have been easy, but no medallion for them. Most of the heroes are buying 4 staffs instead. They're worried about the clockwork threat, but if they had 1 medallion, Roche died faster, they take Roche, they can start playing a normal game. But now 2 team fights in a row. That Fnatic kind of throws a huge advantage that they had back in the hands of their opponents.
Yeah,
at least the Aegis got burned, but the gold advantage going to Newbee there. Like, they're up by 6k now.
PL started so strong, but I guess is he overestimating himself? Is he playing too cocky, or is it just a natural scaling of the hero?
Yeah, like, he needs at least like a neutral blade and HP at it.
Ohio in some serious trouble. There's a full Eclipse dropped out immediately, and Febby does not cancel his TP. gets off a snowball, but he's saying his last words. He's moving forward here, but easily killed off. That's a killing spree now for the Batrider. He's getting very close to that Blink Dagger. Another tower secured for Newbee, and they're really getting back into this game. It looked so tough for them. It looked like QO was running them over, but Fnatic can't keep up that momentum.
There's still no blink for the lead. Everything was going so well for Fnatic, but that's here and there, and 700. He's definitely made work of things without it, but they shouldn't be in this position right now. An 8k gold win.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Y'all just let himself get caught, and that net worth is getting a little crazy. And now we talked about Luna having a slower start, and she does finish off that Mask of Madness. Like Mott said, sometimes it's just Luna that's just too far behind. And Force Staff going to be coming out for her stream, just going for the full Hurricane Pike. And Luna.
They canceled the TP of Phantom Lancer because he TP'd into a creep accidentally. He probably tried to TP near the tower, but he caught the creep instead. That happened to me recently. Super frustrating. They actually just lost the tier 2 tower because of that.
These little mistakes starting to add up, and again, this is all on the line. If Fnatic drop this game, they're out of the tournament.
Radiant's
Gotta play really clean. Oop. Looks like he's on the run. Gonna get mad pinged out by the Radiant. The rest of his team is rotating forward. The Fnatic looking to take a big fight here. They've got Troll moving in. They're spent out. Now QO is fighting, but QO is burning so low. QO in some serious trouble, trying to run back, but he goes down, and now there is going to be a hook shot in Ohio. Is going to get dragged back by the lasso. This is huge. There's no duel coming out for the Legion Commander. She still doesn't have her Blink Dagger, and Newbee alive after all of this.
Oh my god.
Oh man, what a turnaround.
Yeah, Peel tried to trick them, but they didn't fall for it for a second. And if he just ran, he might have lived. I'd have to look at it again, but just the canceled TP into to run across the map, like maybe they take that fight otherwise, but imagine if that TP completed. Or they could have defended their tier 2, maybe Newbee backs off, maybe they go for it, but the whole game should be so much different than it is right now, and it's all kind of stemming from that initial time they pushed the tier 1 successfully and they kept going on the tier 2. Could have just back there and continued to play normal and not big team fight advantage away. Now they just don't do anything. Until they build Diffusal Blade, Peel's damage is bad. Still no blink on Legion Commander, like behind in a lot of ways.
Ohio started strong, got 2 duels right in a row, got really close to the blink, but then 6 deaths in, she's really struggling. So Fnatic, they overestimated themselves, they were really confident, and they're paying the price. Newbee playing this slow and steady, and I mean our analysts talked about it, Newbee just the more polished team here. Is this Fnatic just not reading the game right, or is it just, it's tough, man, high level.
Just small mistakes, basically. See some opportunities, but they don't always execute.
I think Taco going deep, they bring in SCCCC, and that's going to be Bevy burned back by the Cogs, does get himself back down to the low ground, but they do have to sacrifice the Legion Commander, so now 7 deaths, and still no closer to that blink. She just can't get anywhere. And this tower is going to be toast. There is going to be a TP out from Bevy, not wanting to stay in the wad of damage any longer, but man, it's getting real ugly real fast. You look at this net worth, and it is spiking up almost 15,000 now.
Dire's middle tower has
And they're already prepping for the split push, too.
Yeah.
He's already going toward Prejudice.
Oh, Troll Warlord in a dangerous situation. He gets frozen up. Faith, some time. Odjit sitting back. They get the lasso. They get the frostbite. This poor Troll's going to be dropping here. Fnatic, their core is just going down too many times in a row. They're losing too much net worth. Over here near the shrine, there was a kill. Or at least an attempt at a duel from Legion Commander, but she can't find what she's looking for. And whoa, is he really going to jump in here? Looks like he sprays that one Spirit Lance and hopefully not going to get too crazy.
Terrible position Fnatic to be in. They lost a hero, so once the Troll goes to the top lane to split push it out. Newbee reads that, brings exactly how many heroes they need to kill him. Kill him as soon as he gets there. They're active again, going on the mid lane.
Potentially in trouble. They don't have that Batrider lasso, so lacking a little bit of lockdown, they really have to rely on just Crystal Maiden's Frostbite. This Crystal Maiden has been playing so well. We talked earlier about how she could just be food for this PL who hits her like 3 times and she's done, but she's got some really great ultimates, keeping herself out of danger. I like the first item Force Staff now into the Glimmer. She's going to be pretty hard to get a hold of.
Yeah, her ult has been a lot of that, actually, in Teamfight Impact. She puts herself in a fairly safe place on the outside, channels the ult, and all of a sudden everybody on Fnatic actually has mostly Legion Commander, Troll Warlord. In the PL sometimes start to use Doppelganger, so there are times where it's effective. snowball, maybe the
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
kills are going to be used on more important.
Oh,
And does spot them though, so they're going to react to this and they're clumping instantly.
It's all a matter of how the initiation goes down. Again, KP with that lasso at the ready. There is going to be the Lincoln Spear onto the bat. I'm not going to get clipped by the Spirit Lance, and now everyone's flying away. It looks like Fnatic still want to take this. They will think better of it. They will back off. Maybe going to pace themselves for now, work on their next round of items before they go full YOLO here, because a big thrown fight, a couple of really important kills, going to good heroes on Fnatic, this can turn back around.
Definitely good, but it's looking scary. Like, their ability to even kill Luna. Running so fast right now with Boots of Travel, Mask of Madness, Hurricane Pike build. It's very weird, but it looks...
Is that just the pop Eclipse and run at you?
Yeah, basically. Eclipse, Mask of Madness, walk on in. You still farm pretty well passively. You obviously delayed things a bit by having Brown Phase or Treads to make you faster, but now his mid-game team went way better. And he gets
Moving on to Ohio, they immediately blow up the Legion commander. Looks like there's a hook shot back in. They want to keep going. Kaka trapping DJ into Cog. He tries to get himself out, but that's just a drop rotating through. Now there is going to be some serious damage onto Kaka. He will end up going down, but another fantastic ult by Faith. Just hiding in the trees here, and there's nothing that anyone can do about it. And there we see the Eclipse going forward. QO just sitting there and taking it. It's going to be 4 heroes down. Tusk, the only survivor. This tower is toast. And it seems like Newbee, they want to push. They want to break high ground right now. Legion does have buyback, but she's up in 10 seconds. So it's just going to be a window here after the Fortify runs out. And this tier 3 is going to be dropping.
I just hate to say it, but it's not acceptable not to have Blink Dagger at this point, 20 minutes into the game. There's definitely a period of time where Ohio should have possibly backed off and farmed it, and the fact that they don't have it right now makes every single team fight so difficult. At the least, if you could do like a Blade Mail Blink duel on Batrider, Luna, something like that, yeah, maybe they can get a kill if they follow it up with the Golem, but their ability to start fights is just so little right now. Tough. I mean, he's got the Blink now, but got Rexed. I mean, Shrines are going to fall soon. Full map control going to Newbee. It looks like the beginning to the end. Like, even the PL doesn't look awkward, but that was about it.
I mean, this push from Newbee isn't going to stop anytime soon. Their Luna really coming online right now. Top of the net worth chart matching up with the Quap. And these two ladies, they're going to keep on scaling. Fnatic going to have a tough time. Like you mentioned, the Legion just got so crippled. And I mean, Ohio had a relatively good lane, all things considered. But just chain kills, man, it was so brutal. Now this Observer Ward doing some good magic here, scouting out all the rotations in from Fnatic. And it looks like Newbee, they're going to be huddling up. They're going to take this.
Thinking about smoking, put a sentry spot the Observer. Pretty obvious that they're... They'll still do it. One game.
Maybe. Roshan still about a minute and a half till that spawns, so that's going to be a pretty key objective. Do you think we're going to see a big Roche fight out of Fnatic, or are they too scared?
They're going to have to win a fight first, I think. Basically, they're still...
Ohio going to debut the Blink Dagger this time, gets the jump on the Bat. Bat not going to be the one jumping into the lasso. Batrider does end up going down, kicked into the air. So quick pick there for Fnatic. Still a long ways to go until they're back in this. And meanwhile, up top, our Queen of Pain just going to be going and slapping some damage onto the tier 3s, maybe potentially forcing back some rotations.
Even getting that kill took a lot of
Moogie.
TP back to the troll.
Going into town. I mean, they TP back to defend this tier 3, but I mean, Luna, she's just going straight in. Glaive's bouncing around to the tier 4s. Definitely more rotations needed to stop her. She's going to run herself out of danger. Meanwhile, the Queen of Pain still playing Lord Odvik, just unsure how to respond to this. He's going to go Battle Trance out, and Quap just blinks back to safety. So Fnatic effectively controlled in that fight. Yeah, they lost the Batrider, but they got some serious damage onto the towers and forced Fnatic back into their base, and this means it's a big opening for the Roche.
I really like that SCC sticking around and continue. Players to come over and threat that they might actually dive and try to kill Ohio. So hard for Fnatic to leave their base even.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Especially now with his Lincolns.
Yeah, I mean, this Quap, you could tell, is just like, alright, troll, jump me, I dare you, see what happens, because aside from a first hit bash, there's not much that could mess up that Quap's day.
And even if he got a first hit, he would need like more bashes afterwards again. Gone for damage perks as well, or sorry, armor survivability perks as well. Picked up a Dragon Lance, which honestly isn't the best damage item on troll. Range increase. A lot of cases you have like a items, stay as far back. I think you just, the network's buried.
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
Swap are miles ahead. They're almost doubling the next on.
This poor troll. It was so good. What happened? Was it just overconfidence and a couple of big kills? Is that really all it took?
Bad fight space. Died at the tier. Lost all their base. Happening just 5 Fnatic here. The dire side. Raiding team just comes top, hits the range back. So Fnatic is reminded that they cannot leave their base. That just sucks.
Yep, Fnatic slowly starting. Is there a timer for Newbee, or is it pretty much indefinitely them looking good unless they make some huge blunders? Ooh, speaking of which, they will go through the grab up the Legion Commander. This poor girl just gets completely killed off. That's a mega kill streak now for the Luna. And meanwhile, Queen of Pain, I mean, no strategy change for her, just walks in, pokes the racks, backs off while the rest of her team goes to town. And now this Luna doing so much work against these racks is going to go get the Lucent Beam off onto QO, and now QO has to run. Gets immediately healed by the Warlock, and it's time for Fnatic to go. It's now or never, but they've got to initiate without their Legion. Fortunately, a tough ask there. Now Moogie is going to be low mana. Not enough mana for that Eclipse. And now up top, there's going to be the Sonic Wave pumped down. They will get off the Golems. It's some good work being done. The Luna gets low, but again, she does still have Ags. Roll in from Febby, gets the Walrus Punch off, but gives his own life. Crystal Maiden channeling up a hell of an ult as QO has to run to safety. Initiates onto SUCC. The Linken's is broken, but the fire! It burns down PL. He's going to buy right back in. This is Fnatic fighting for their lives in the ZOTAC Cup Masters, but it's not looking like it's going to be enough. The troll is going to be picked off as well. There will be a duel coming forward. Moogie, it doesn't even feel like he's taking damage. The duel victory comes into Ohio. We'll get the kill there. Buyback from the Warlock. SCCC in trouble. Blinks back down to low ground. The one little PL illusion not able to do enough. Moogie's still up and fighting. My God. There's going to be that Hurricane Pike out. QO desperately trying to live, but he goes down. There's no buyback on him, and it's looking like it could be GG. Troll drops as well. Ohio, he's just trying to go in, trying to man up, but good game, well played, comes out. We have to say goodbye to Fnatic. Newbee will be the first team to make their way into the grand finals here in the ZOTAC Cup Masters. Well played, Newbee.
Well, Fnatic did do their best. They had a great early game, had some solid plays, but unfortunately, they're advantaged a little bit. Got comp map on the game.